think this is all lady stuff. I don't know. I'm not seeing like anything that looks tasty.
In this episode, we eat a ton of food. I flip a switch, and Katie tickles the ivories.
That was the best one yet.
Gotta make sure I get his skin tones right.
So far, Korea's coffee game has been interesting. We've had, I say we, but you really haven't. You've had some coffee, that's for sure. I've had the canned coffee from the convenience store, and I'd say that was limited and kind of a flop. Then we had coffee from a barista that you can just walk up to from the street. That was tasty and good, but that's probably case-by-case basis or place-by-place basis. Then we found the vending machines that the old men are using. Then there was the dude that just gave it to us from his cart on the street. And I have now found this bag of coffee. This was also at the convenience store. I'm hoping for better than the canned coffee I got. This is a Capri Sun stick. And on the Capri Sun, they have like a little area that tells you this is where you pop it in. I don't see, there's no area for the pop in. Let's do this on the bed. Maybe grab, wait, that might have been. This is the tool the girl at the shop gave me, so I consider her to be the expert. Nah, I'm gonna need the scissors from the kitchen. I'm just gonna snip the top off. Put my dented ass straw in there now. It tastes like Nestle's Quick.
Is it coffee?
It's got beans on it. I guess those could be coffee beans or...
Does it taste like coffee?
Tastes like milk. I think it's coffee, but I don't tend to have coffee with so much milk in it. So the coffee taste really hits me. Could be chocolate, could be something else. Did the coffee bean and the cocoa bean, do they look similar? How are you feeling? You're outdoors. This is amazing.
I am outdoors. It's been a while. So some of this might be a little out of order. I'm not sure how this is going to get edited and stuff, but I'll hopefully make it make sense in the edit. Essentially what has happened is that on our anniversary, which we went and we had the picnic outside where everybody was upset with us reading outside. Mm-hmm. After that, we ended up having a day where we
went to the beach and we watched some buff dudes play like kickball together.
Babes.
Total babes, yeah. And we watched that for a while, and then we went and had some pizza and wine, which is our tradition for
our anniversary.
And to all the haters out there, you just don't understand. It's great. It's fun. We really enjoy it. But I would say
usually our pizza and wine stuff is kind of classy though.
Yes.
Like this one was just.
This one we
whatever.
had two options. Fine. We could either go to a New York style eatery. And I would just call it an eatery. I wouldn't call it a restaurant. It was just like an eatery. Like it didn't have anything special about it. Or go to a tap house. And we ended up choosing the eatery.
Just based on its physical location, essentially.
Yeah, and so we had that. The wine was good.
The wine was good.
They brought good wine.
The pizza was...
Oh, what did I say it was? Did I give it like a thing?
Yeah, you said it was bad.
Yeah, I basically, if they had asked me when I was just waiting for them to go, how was your meal? And I was just going to be like, meh. Like it was not good pizza. And I think that the pizza that we have in the place that will not be named is kind of like meh on
You
the
can
scale
find
of
pretty good
pizzas.
pizzas. You can find good pizzas. But
So,
anyways,
this was, wow.
the more adventurous thing that we did, or more interesting thing that we did, is Katie had found this boat cruise you can do, where they take you out on a boat with some other people, and it's like a tour in the sense of like you get to go out on the water in a boat, see the city from the water, which is really cool looking because the city like kind of wraps around the bay and it's all these lights and everything. And then a lot of the boats.
Bridge, you haven't even mentioned
Oh,
the bridge.
yeah,
The bridge was gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
You
we
go
gotta get
under
one
the
of,
bridge.
we gotta get some from one of these ladies. Oh, she's just stopping.
She might be selling to you.
It's one of these ladies with the electric cart. Anyway, then a lot of different boats are doing this all at the same time.
Yeah, and a lot of them will be shooting off fireworks at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. They put fireworks on the boats, like Roman candles, and you'll see tons of them shooting off at the same time.
Yeah, it was just really nice to be out on the water. It was really cold, but for some reason, it's probably the wine. I was just like, well, I'm okay. And I just told myself I'm okay. That was a lovely little
it was a nice
boat
little cruise.
ride.
And then we came back into where we're staying. We had to take a bus to get back here.
It took about an hour to get home.
And then everything is fine.
To the hotel.
Did our stuff to go to bed and everything. And then at like 1:30 in the morning, I woke up and just started throwing up. And people who are maybe seasoned veterans of our videos may notice this seems to happen a lot, where I go to a foreign country and get sick. And it's basically just is that I don't adjust to bacteria as well. Because like we didn't eat anything specifically bad. We didn't have anything, like we've eaten almost all the same stuff. Like we did nothing has come across as it was like uncooked. Korea is not an unclean place. Like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you must have gone to a place and it was not clean food. That's not really what's going on. It's something with me. Because it happens to me like 80% of the time I leave Japan. Like I get sick like this, I throw up for a day and then it sucks and then I'm kind of okay. But I've never gotten sick in Japan, and I don't really get sick when I'm in America either. It's like my body knows how to deal with those bacteria.
I kind of agree with you, but I kind of also see the ability to disagree with you that one person's finger on a piece of oyster over here touching a pizza to put it on the plate, and that's the piece you ate. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but why does that never happen in Japan?
Oh, I don't know.
Why does that never happen in America? Why does it only happen when I travel? Like it's got to be me. Yeah. It's got to be me.
I see the heavier weight on your side of the argument.
Like if I got sick like this all the time in like all sorts of places, I was in Japan all the time and like I got sick like all the time from things, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's probably something with me. But the fact that it only happens when I travel, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something about me and bacteria that my body isn't used to. It just overreacts maybe to seeing like, oh my God, there's a foreign intruder, overreact. Blah. Anyway, so I spent like 12 hours like evacuating every liquid I could out of my body, out of every hole I have, and I was miserable. And then yesterday,
I was fine.
Katie was fine. Yeah, we ate the same pizza, drank the same wine, and but the other thing is you can never really be sure like of what it was that made you sick, because it could have been 12 hours ago, it could have been like 2 days ago. Like if you look up like food poisoning on the internet, and it's like you look at a reliable source. It's not just like, oh, the last thing you ate. Like everybody's always like, it was the last thing I ate, but there's no way to know that. Anyways, so that's the thing. So I spent the entire day yesterday in being ill, and Katie got to go out and explore, which I'm looking forward to editing your videos. I always looking at Katie's alone videos and seeing what she comes up with. Where you set the camera and like things you decide to talk about.
The camera was just set right here.
And sometimes you're smart about though. Like it's good light and stuff, and you figure that out and stuff. And it's like the things that I usually go about doing, and you absorb some of them. It's fun seeing that. So I'm looking forward to that. And we still have another day and a half in Busan before we have to start heading back to Japan.
And hopefully you'll be healthy enough to move about. We're going to take it very easy today.
We're going to take it easy today. I already feel kind of like, whoo. Like I feel pretty sluggish. And yeah. We're going to take it easy.
We found a crane game, and this one is quite intricate. You see the machines over here. There's also some lockers behind me back here. The lockers contain prizes. Some of the prize containers have keys in them already. Come with me. So like, this one is empty, but there's a key here. So somebody was able to go in and get their prize from in here. But this one still has the prize. There's no key. Where's the key? The key is in these eggs. So what you want to do is grab an egg and hope that it has the key to the thing that you want. I'll show you what we're trying to get. It's way over here. Bladau. We're trying to get this one. So he's number 3. We have to figure out which one is number 3. Okay, he lives in here. Now, Eric, which egg is the winning egg? And what's the likelihood I'm going to be able to pick it up?
So it's like 1,000 won, so like 80 cents or something to play one time. Where are the crane nibbles? Okay.
Should I just go in the corner where there's a lot?
Just get the most likely egg to pick up. Yeah, that's fine.
The most likely egg to pick up?
Yeah, just get the one you can get. There you go. I don't know if this is going to be good. Okay, yeah, that seems right.
Okay, I'm pushing it. Get an egg.
Oh, you got too many eggs.
What? We got an egg? Okay, I totally didn't think that was going to happen. Doesn't sound like a key.
Uh-oh. Oh man, is this a candy?
It's a hard candy. It's from that man on the street. Oh, it's a flavor I haven't seen yet. And in all honesty, my throat hurts right now, so I think we won.
We have come out to grab some breakfast to get the day started, and kind of just hoping we're going to find something that's going to make my stomach be okay with its kind of tender state that it's in. And we came across another one of these folks selling these little toast sandwiches.
I'm a little worried about how your stomach's going to react to this. I am shocked that you were like, yeah, let's do that.
It's a toast sandwich.
But I'm letting, he's in charge of his own stomach.
And this is at a little shack. Super friendly lady, like the friendliest person we've met all the time we've been in Korea. She's just really, really like go-getter. She got her chairs. She got us a place to sit down. She's like Google translating things for us. This
She came over
wonderful
when Google
lady.
translated and just said, it's so delicious.
You jumped in?
Yeah.
How is it? It's so delicious. I agree. It's not amazing, but it's fine. It's a fun little sandwich.
Good. Sauce is like a ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together, put on top of fresh cabbage, which is not inside of the egg. At the last toast place, they put the egg and the cabbage together. And I kind of like that because I eat a lot of cabbage. I like when the cabbage is a little different. So far, other places win in me. I also liked the meat, and theirs had cheese. This one doesn't. And it is considerably cheaper though here. It is 2,000 won cheaper here.
And also got a strawberry smoothie, fruit juice thing. I don't know if this is a good idea or not with my stomach, but we'll find out. I need energy and stuff, man. I'm tired. That's the worst part right now.
I think in the next 15 minutes to a half an hour, we're gonna find out a lot.
We found some escalators going up a hill, and escalators are good news when you don't feel well.
Yeah, I told Eric that we're gonna go to the tower today. We're just gonna take it really easy, but it's gonna be uphill. And I thought he'd trudge through it and he'd make it, but he'd be really tired. Somehow I've landed us on the escalated path.
I have bad news though.
Oh, Eric climbed. Wow, dude.
The stairs. Dang it. We made our way up to the Busan Tower, but we sort of mutually agreed on our own, made the decision that we're not really that interested in going all the way up to the top. Get a pretty decent view just from the base of it, because the whole thing sits up on a hill. And I don't know, what did you say? It was like 10 bucks or something to go up into the top, which isn't like, it's probably worth it, to be honest. But I don't know, just going up and stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know. We're always against it, and then we do it, and we're like, wow, it's amazing. But this thing isn't like incredibly super tall. We've had some pretty good views of the city from when we hiked up the mountain, and even from just up here, you can see a pretty cool view of the city. So we'll just take it for what it's worth. And do you have any other plans for the day?
No, we've succeeded. You've made it to the tower.
To be fair, with how
sort of badge.
How I feel today, this seems pretty monumental. It's to the tower. There's this giant light switch, and I've seen multiple people come here and look at this sign, cock their head to the side, and be like, what? Because it's all in Korean, but they've a lot of tourists are up here, right? So a lot of them have just gone, done the Google Translate thing. Let me go ahead and read to you what this says. It says, please pay attention for a moment. If you are taking pictures, please stop. Please refrain from using it before sunset. There is a risk of fire if you repeatedly raise and lower it. Thank you. What? This didn't answer any of my questions. It just left me with more. Because this doesn't feel like it does anything at all. It's just a thing. All right. After a decade of living in Japan, we finally have like a house since we bought a house. And it's like, okay, maybe we could like have some artwork and some things to like decorate the house. Like this entire time we lived in Japan, it's just been like, well, we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so don't do too much stuff. So we've just been like, whatever about it. But I figured that like traveling, you can find like kind of maybe quirky, cool little things you can buy to put like in the house, right? Other people have figured this out years before me. This is not revolutionary. But we were walking up to the tower and we walked through this little area and it's got a bunch of little art spaces. It is selling art made by the artists, like right there. The artist is usually there. And we looked in this place when we were here earlier, we were walking up and we were like, oh, it's got some like little cat pictures and stuff and they're kind of cute. And like the dude wasn't here, like whatever. So we went up and we spent some time up there and we came back down and the dude is still not here. So we went to a different one of the little booths and we were like, yo, like how do we do the dude? And the girl was like, is he not there? And there's some language barrier and then like a Google Translate thing happened. And in the end, she was like, you can pay me for the thing. And like, it seems honest. It doesn't seem like she's stealing from this guy. They seem like they know each other. So anyways, now I got a little cat thing here and it's like Q*bert kitties. Little kitties on a Q*bert thing. I dig it.
Haven't seen this before. Not sure what it is. What it feels like to me is a rental display. But typically like apartments and things like that would show you a picture of the apartment to reel you in. So I'm feeling like I'm wrong, but the way that the building feels and that they would be displaying this to someone. What is this? Ooh, bitch, got it right. This is what real estate looks like. This is what the wanted or selling ads for real estate look like here. Most of these that are here that I swiped over with Google Translate are talking about offices. So maybe that those who are looking for office space don't really care so much what it looks like. So that's why there are no pictures. But this one here says, not in any particular order because I don't know how to correlate them with the Korean, but house, shop, office. So you could use it as all of those or perhaps one of those. And this is a real estate office. I'm gonna recap a conversation that Eric and I just had, and that was that all of this morning I've been looking for, I'm basically just calling them the old man coffee vending machines in my head, but I'm looking for the coffee vending machines and I have not been able to find one in the 2 hours that we've been walking around. So Eric said, maybe they're just dying out. And then the conversation went to, we don't remember there being such like a coffee hype when we came here on previous trips. It seems like coffee has kind of exploded. And that would basically say why the vending machines are going away, because people are interested in having this luxury in their life and they're willing to pay for this extra luxury of enjoying their coffee in this format, not from a vending machine. But let me just explain how much coffee is going on. You can obviously see this coffee shop behind me. Let's pivot. There's a coffee shop. The blue sign is a coffee shop. The building next to that is a coffee shop. Upstairs is a coffee shop. There's a cafe right there that's open, 3rd floor. Then you step behind us. 1, 2, 3 more coffee shops with seating outside, which is quite nice. That's 8 that I counted by myself. I don't know if I listed all of them correctly on the video, but there are 8 coffee shops on this corner.
When in Rome.
When on this corner. So, I don't know if this guy got my order correct at all. 1, I asked for a hot beverage, and 2, I asked for like just an Americano with condensed milk in it. But I'm pretty sure there's caramel in there. I think he just made whatever he wanted to make. And I've decided that whatever that man wanted to make is what I'm going to drink. And I'm just glad that I ended up getting a drink because this is a very serviced area. There are a lot of people here, and it takes quite a long time to get your drink at any of these eateries, I've noticed. Groups come in, they order, they sit down, and they wait. So, how long have we been here?
Probably about 10, 15.
Oh, but it's fucking good. It is way more than I wanted in my situation, but I trust that man.
Honestly, I don't have a whole lot of information here, but I am fascinated by this sculpture, and even more fascinated by what the sign says in front of the sculpture.
We've wandered back into the market area, which is a gigantic area of the city, and we have decided to start to look for some lunch. And this is challenging because I don't feel well right now, and I'm afraid of putting things in my stomach that I don't understand. And when you're in a new country and you don't understand almost anything you see, then that becomes complicated. I don't want to just like eat a burger or like just eat, I saw a place that had udon. I don't want to just eat udon. Like, even though udon would be really kind of perfect for like a tender stomach, which is kind of where I'm living right now.
Yeah, and being able to find a menu with pictures sometimes is pretty hard here, but we came into a market and I just thought, oh, we are doomed. We're never going to find stuff for you here. But outside of this market, they just got huge pictures of what they sell, and you found the thing that would work for you. And
in the picture, it has nori on top of it, so you can't see the red spicy sauce or the red sauce. I don't know if it's spicy, you can't say that. You want to dip into that a little bit and see how spicy that is? If it's like a little spicy, I'm okay. If it's turbo spicy, I'm in trouble.
it's fine. There's a cat on the roof over there. Dip your head down. Cat on the roof. Not spicy at all.
Okay, cool.
That's great. Wow. It's going to be nice and good tang, I think.
I don't know exactly what this is called. It said like hot soup or something was all
You
it
know
said.
what? You were having the thing that I had the first day that we were here.
Oh,
I had it without broth and with glass noodles. You're having it with white noodles and soup. You're in for a treat. So this place doesn't have the spoon. There's no spoon for you to get that broth. So you gotta take the bowl to your mouth, I guess.
It's a fairly mild flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely mild.
I feel like the noodles are overcooked in my personal opinion, but maybe that's just how this is. It's like hard to judge a meal that you've never had before. Is that just how it's supposed to be and I'm just not understanding?
I said the same thing about the noodles that I had the other day, that I just thought they were too gelatinous.
It's not bad or anything, it's just not the texture that I'm usually into with noodles. Yeah, it's fine. I think this is gonna be okay for my stomach too. I was trying to find like something wholesome. It wasn't gonna be like an attack. I didn't need an attack right now. I need the opposite of an attack. You got fried stuffs?
I got fried dumplings. It's like a spring roll type of mixture, and then just in a fried ring. And when I looked at all the fried stuff, I was like, I like that thing. Then I saw it on the menu, I was like, I'm getting that thing. And it tends to come with like a dark sauce. I've eaten a lot of this stuff by now, that I know that. I also asked for some tteokbokki sauce on the side. I've talked about how my first experience with tteokbokki was that it was really spicy and too spicy for flavor. Then in this visit now, I've been having a lot of like really mellow ones that are just like sweet, a little bit spicy, like it dance in your mouth. It could be regional, it also could be shop by shop, because this shit is spicy.
I have kind of run out of energy here. Like, I don't know what time we come up here, like 3 o'clock or something like that, 3:30.
No, yeah, somewhere around like 3:30, 3:45. You laid around for a little bit, and I went out looking for a fika, and I happened upon these weird things. It's like a jelly packet. I thought it was going to be like really super jelly, but it's more like Jello.
Yeah, it's
like I thought it was going to be quite water. Fuck. That was dumb of me. Like, it doesn't look so watery. Man, this bed's having a hard time being in my existence.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of see a bit of the jelliness on the thing.
Never going to
focus.
I gotta get this right up close. So like it comes out like that. Yeah. That was as good as it was
Excellent
gonna get.
cinematography.
Okay.
And yours is a weird flavor. We don't know this
Yeah,
word.
mine is hanrabang, and it kind of looks like a
Citrus.
beefed up orange.
And I got plum. It's really, really strong plum flavor, like smell. I don't know how to eat it and not have it leak all around the package. Like
Squish
it's
it
like,
up like I'm squishing.
yeah, but it still leaks out the sides, like because of these like corners, like like these things.
Yours doesn't come out all hard on its own.
It smells more intensely than it tastes. Did you just get these at a convenience store? Mm-hmm. Same with this one. The smell to me is stronger than the flavor.
Yours is wetter than mine. Well, granted, I've poured most of mine on the bed.
It's kind of like a bitter citrus. That one just is like a good plum, I would say. Like it's good. I think I prefer the plum one over this one.
Yeah, but I had to get that one.
Yeah, because it's like peculiar.
Weird.
The only thing that's on that we know about this is I believe the little stone fellow that's on here is from the Jeju Island. Like I think that's what he's from. So maybe this fruit grows down there or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but this was the weirdest thing I could find at the convenience store.
Good find.
I left my spoon in the pot, so now I'm worried I'm gonna burn myself.
I did too. Is it gonna be like a million
Yeah, it could be a million degrees. Be careful. Yours was in there a lot longer.
So we have come to get some what we've always called as bibimbap. But I
Our
think
book said
it's closer to
bibimbap.
Regardless, it is a Korean dish that is a bowl of rice with different types of ingredients in it, and they bring it to you slightly uncooked, basically, but the bowl is super hot, and you get to mix it up as soon as it comes. Katie got a kimchi one.
Kimchi and tofu. You got.
Bulgogi. And I think there's tofu in here as well.
Mine has some good kick. Yours doesn't look like it has any kick.
Nope.
Only red indicates kick.
Yeah, this is just a wholesome meat flavor more than something that's an overwhelming kick. And I can try a couple of different things down here. We've got like, they bring out a bunch of stuff and put it on the table. I say kimchi and like fermented bean sprouts and like a macaroni salad and some stuff from the ocean, it looks like. So if I want to throw some kick in there, I might be able to get it from some of the kimchi. But yeah, I'm feeling okay inside. I'm just really tired, really tired. So after this, I'm going back and going to sleep. And
I'm gonna go shopping. I feel like on this trip, people have discovered that when you're not around, I just go and I don't necessarily go shopping. I look for things I've wanted for a really long time, like random shoes or a backpack or whatever. But I guess that's because when you think about Busan, Busan is heavily market, at least in the area that we're in.
that's what we've seen, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's naturally my drive in other places, but that was the natural drive here.
You can get things here on the cheap too. Like, let's be real. Like, compared to where we're from, and I mean, like, you're not the only one that did any shopping. I did some shopping as well. Check out this phone. Check out the phone case I got today. Shit is on fire, man. So I feel your drive. We're checking out of our Busan hotel here, and just want to share something we've been looking at the whole time. This TV. This TV is made by the Ham.
Good morning. It is our last day here in Busan. We packed up, we took our morning very easy. Now we're gonna head to a restaurant that I'm shocked that Eric is gonna go for this amount of food after being sick, but I'm fine with it because that's where I want to eat. We're in the underground below the street that our hotel was on. This street is like a strong thoroughfare, and it has the markets coming off to the north of it and many other markets further north. But this road has many stations on it as well, so there's basically just a strip mall underground that goes from station to station. it kind of seems like it's died. It's 10:30 in the morning, so maybe it's too early for some of these shops to be open. This kind of seems like it might just be dead. I was here at 8 o'clock last night, and it kind of seemed the same way. We've come, it was probably a 15-minute subway ride. Was that our first subway? Yeah, so we bought the commuter card, we rode on a bus, and we rode on the subway one time. And now we're gonna get rid of our subway cards very soon. But the reason that we came over here is because there is a restaurant that looks like it just gives you a smorgasbord of food. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to eat all of it, or at least like enjoy it. You don't have to eat all of it. The picture looks fantastic, and the area also has an activity that I want to do after lunch.
All right. She brought out like everything that you could eat in Korea all in one tray. And this looks like a fish of some sort. And this looks like a meat of some sort. And this looks like a soup of some sort. And we've got a bunch of small plates with a bunch of different things and different dippings, and really no way to know how it all is supposed to go together because we don't know what the hell we're doing. So it's just going to be a bit of like
embarrassment. I just ate this. Very good. Sauce there tastes really good. I was diving into the fish to see if it was going to be something you'd be able to
So the question I have first off is, do we just use our own chopsticks to get the things out and then eat with the same chopsticks? Because this is like a communal thing. How do you get the food from here to here? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we're married, who cares? But what's the polite way to do that? I don't understand.
They might be family too. There's another person sitting over there, or a group, and we can watch them.
They're doing this. They are.
I think that you don't come here with people you don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. This is daikon.
How was the fish?
Fish is good.
Is it fishy?
It's fish you can eat.
It's fish I can eat?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm so happy about the fish situation.
So you found this place because it was listed in our Japanese guidebook. And did you just pick it because of what you saw for the image? Okay.
I just thought this is our last lunch here in Seoul, or in Korea. We're going to Seoul later today, but...
and we're in Busan now, just to be clear.
Yeah, just to be clear.
A minute ago, Katie said, my brain feels foggy.
Yeah, my brain's foggy. And I just thought go all out, and this looked like the madness that you kind of expect from going to a Korean restaurant. This restaurant's open 24 hours a day.
여기 상추 여기다가 라이스 올리고 생선 올리고 요거 쌈장 좀 올려서 싸서
Got it.
예.
Thank you.
예.
All right.
Cool.
예.
Thank you.
I'm going to do just that.
Okay,
So
cool.
she folded it over.
She was kind of like hovering around your background. Like kind
Watching
of
us pick at stuff.
Not really looking at us.
All right, and then she said to put
A bit of fish.
bit of fish.
And then she pointed specifically at this sauce.
I'm doing a good job. My fish plate, or my leaf plate, is not very good. Like, my game for that is not very good. I had some of this before at another place. I know I want to go heavy on it because it's good. I've never had the redder sauce of it.
These are weird, man. They're almost rubbery. How is it? It's a good mixture? Yeah, this is fun. This is a fun pile of like, I don't know what I'm doing even. But before we had come to Korea, I'd been talking to you about how I was interested in I'd been getting into Korean flavors and stuff. So this is like a really good expose.
When you got sick, I was like, wow, that's really going to stunt that.
I know that sucked, but thankfully, at least on our last day, I'm feeling okay now. After each review?
I feel like there's a span of flavor, like you got sweet and you got bitter and you got like all these other flavors in the middle or whatever. This was in one nook. I felt like it stayed in one nook. You could range into spicy with it, that's for sure. But it was an intense amount of food in that one area, We did not finish all of the food. It was more food than we need, but maybe other people want that extra gut punch. I also wish we had had more lettuce.
Yeah.
I wanted to wrap more things.
I think it was more fun than I found it delicious. But it was definitely interesting, and I think it was like $9 per person, so it's like, all right. The place is actually open 24 hours a day as well, which is sort of an interesting vibe. And right as we were leaving, it's just getting ready to be noon right now, it was filling up with a ton of like people who like, they knew the place. Like they were coming in and sitting down and like things were just, they
That
just
lady
knew.
wasn't showing them how to roll the...
Well, I mean, like, it's like they probably work in this area or something. Like
It's a
they were
good
familiar with the place. So like, they were coming in like they knew what was going on. Not like, whoa, a new place I've never been in, you know? So I think it's kind of popular with people in the neighborhood at the very least. But it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I lived here, I could see myself taking someone there so that they get the full gamut. I might look for another place that pleases me more in a flavor direction, but this is a good way to just jump into the mega plate situation that Korea can be.
Yeah, fair enough.
Eric, I want it. Can we take it home?
It looks like it might fit in the suitcase.
It's so cute. I just want to zoom around on it. It looks awesome. My activity for today was to make a ring. You don't know this about me, and I think Eric slowly is picking up how much I like mother of pearl, kind of like oil colored stuff. Is that a color? Is oil a color? Like that shimmer.
Iridescent or something?
Yeah, iridescent things. And through Airbnb, they have like those activities that you can go and do. And I rarely choose to do that, but I actually decided to do two. We did the boats here, and we're doing the ring. And I made the ring. It was generally pretty easy. You have the ring already made, like the silver part. Then there is a clay that she said it's clay made in Korea that made my fingers all black, but you take the clay, you rub it together, and then you roll it out and you put it in the middle of the ring, and then you press your stones into it, and you get to sit there and pick your stones. I say stones, but they're really just flakes of seashell. And you get to break them. It's almost like stained glass in a way, and then you push them in the way that you want them to be. And right now, my ring is in my bag, so I can't show you my shark's tooth. I really want to show everybody the shark's tooth. The woman didn't really speak super good English, but I showed her the shark's tooth in Korean. I had the translator do it, and she laughed really hard. She saw it. She knows it's a shark's tooth. I think this is all lady stuff. I don't know. I'm not seeing like anything that looks tasty.
We've seen these ladies scooting around on these little refrigerators. It's like an electric refrigerator with wheels. You can stand on them and drive them, and they always smile at us and stuff. And we assume they're selling, I don't know, somewhere between like ice cream and milk or something. Like what's going on inside these refrigerators? So we stopped and we looked at one because we're finally like, we're gonna leave. We're like, we should do this thing and figure out what these ladies are selling. It seems like health drinks are in there, and like a lot of it seems targeted towards women, like just the way that the packaging is and stuff. So we kind of like looked through her thing, and she said a bunch of stuff in Korean, and we didn't understand any of it, but we found one with a carrot on it. So we got the carrot drink. I'm gonna try the carrot drink, and I think it's just like healthy stuffs, right? That's what I guess. But some of it looked like it's like for gut bacteria and stuff like that, but I don't want to get too deep into something like that. That seems dangerous. The carrot drink is the color of a carrot drink. It's like very, very deep orange. And it tastes like Campbell's soup. Like it tastes like cold Campbell's soup. Like straight up vegetable soup. Yeah, I'm drinking Campbell's soup.
Holy crap. That's a lot of flavor. Like, I feel like my whole tongue rolled over with like how much flavor just went into there. It does taste like a vegetable soup, but it's more carroty than it's a strong tomato. All right. The size of the vegetable is how much impact it has. And you have a very large tomato. It's quite impactful. And then you've got the large carrot. There's a little bit of celery and some broccoli in the background, and that's what this flavor is. Seriously. We're going back through the same underground area, like the shopping center that we were in this morning at 10:30. It's a different story at the afternoon time. They're just late rising down here in the underground for selling things. that's one of the things that I think is interesting about different countries. They have different turn-on times. I think Japan's is a little bit earlier than here, and I think America's is even more early than this.
All right, we have come to get the fika to end all fikas. It is, what Katie just...
Shaved ice?
Is it shaved ice or is it just ice cream?
It's shaved ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's shaved ice and like a pound of strawberries.
So apparently Korea has outstanding shaved ice culture where you can just get these towers of whatever deliciousness you want. Eric is drawn to the strawberries, so we're getting the strawberry. I didn't know it came with condensed milk, so I ordered the chocolate spread. I think this is just going to be more decadent than expected.
It's like an orgy of strawberry deliciousness. To Busan.
Did we already cheers to Busan?
No, cheers again.
To this day in Busan?
Oh, dude, the strawberries are good. They must be in season here. Like, this must be strawberry season in Korea. That's how much we've seen them. And the shaved ice is super thin. Yeah, the ice is like airy and very thin. That's good because I think it's letting the rest of what's going on here kind of like have its own thing, as opposed to just being ice cream.
Better. It's so much better. It's all about how thinly you can shave that ice.
That's good.
I usually hate this dish, absolutely hate it.
Now,
but this is fun.
This was also like $12 or $13, which is kind of insane. Like this is very expensive. This is delicately expensive.
Delicately?
There is a piece of cheesecake in it though. We have arrived in Seoul and it's raining a little bit, and you can tell that it's raining a little bit because one of these giant umbrellas has been deployed. They had these in Busan, but we had good weather the whole time, so we didn't get to see them. But they put these giant umbrellas up at the intersections where pedestrians are going to be hanging out. And then if it's raining, then you have a place to hide and stay
really
mostly dry, because some rain is coming through a bit, because as you can see, you can sort of see through it a little bit, probably because if this whole thing was completely watertight and the wind went off, it would shred itself to pieces.
Yes, it would not be a functional thing anymore.
Let's go.
Let's go. 28, 27.
So we're only going to be in Seoul for a few hours, and the few hours are mostly going to be asleep. And tomorrow morning we're going to be getting on a plane and going back to Tokyo. People might ask, like, why didn't you just fly direct to Busan? We just didn't plan it out. That's really the answer.
No. I did the math.
Oh, did you?
It costs less for us to take the train back and forth than it does
even with
to take the plane
stay?
directly. Yeah, because we would have had the hotel on the other side. It's actually cheaper for us to stay in this hotel instead of the Busan hotel.
Okay, so economically this made
sense. This was a deliberate thing that happened. The one thing I didn't factor into it is the 6 hours that you spent on the train. How do you feel about that?
It was a nice train ride.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad.
Not a big deal, yeah. So we've just hit this like little restaurant that's right around the place from where we're staying, which is not of any place that's any significant like interest, the place we're staying anyways. But the place that we are eating is kind of a quirky lady that seems to be running it. I can't tell if it's a chain or not, because it's got like the kind of machines you order from like a touchscreen, like, you know what I mean? But it seems like it doesn't take cash, but it seems also at the same time like this lady just runs this place and maybe might live in here.
Yeah, like over there feels like spastic and unique. Over here kind of feels like it's
like a chain restaurant.
A chain, yeah.
It's a weird mashup.
I thought I was ordering something that is like tteokbokki, which is the lovely little noodles that like rice cake things. And I don't know how to say that properly. Rice cake sticks is what I'm going to call those. Rice cake sticks with the red sauce, and then getting ramen noodles inside of that. That's what I thought I was getting. I have gotten
the ocean.
Spicy ocean noodles.
I'm going to talk a little bit about something that we've run into, and maybe this is just a Korea thing, but people talk about like you can just like, oh, when you travel, just use Google Translate. We don't ever use it in Japan because we can just read the menus, but like here, it's dog shit. It's really bad. Like you get no information out of Google Translate. Like when you pointed it like written stuff, I'm assuming the OCR part
It
is
just told
working.
me it was cheese gas.
Yeah, like it means
All
like
right.
stuff doesn't mean anything. So we tried to use Google Translate on the menu, and it's just garbage. So I don't know if you like if in Korea you're supposed to use a different app or whatever. But Google Translate is not the one for Korea. That's all I can I can claim. So it really didn't help us at all. So we just went off these little like JPEG pictures, and when
I don't want to eat this.
when Katie's food came out, it was like we were gonna split it. I was like, I can't do that. Can't do all
And I'm
this.
not eating any of yours because
You can probably have some of this. This
I think I'm
is
gonna be full on the
just another like Korean.
amazing ladies noodles. The noodles are like top ramen noodles from back home. They're really like nostalgic and good. The broth is beyond hot.
Like spicy.
So my mustache is sweating.
You mean spicy or like heat?
Spicy. Gotta start it. I think a long time ago we told each other we're gonna say spicy or hot.
Yeah.
Hot for temperature, spicy for spicy, but
And then she's got like a little area of self-serve stuff where you can get like kimchi and like pickled stuffs, and you get your own water and some little soups that are just like a salty water soup thing. And my thing, Katie's asked a lady when she was ordering, like a lady was walking by, and she was like, which one of these says bulgogi? So we made sure that this one came out with this meat in it. We didn't take a risky dive on this. But it seems like the woman who's making the food was surprised you ordered that.
yeah, she
'Cause
came out and she was like,
is it good?
is it good? Really? That makes me nervous when it's seafood. I don't want to be the second case of food poisoning on the trip.
Especially with the bathroom situation we have now, because the door doesn't lock.
Yeah. Can I start?
You can start.
I don't know what this is about at all. What did you bring me in here for?
This is the very end of the Korea videos, except there is an additional 20 minutes of us talking about the trying times we had getting back to Japan.
Oh, those times.
And I'm splitting
They
it-
were quite trying.
Yeah, I'm splitting it off into another video because it's already made this video's already kind of long. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be around an hour or something. And I just thought that was getting a little on the excessive side. And if people don't complete watching the entire video, it like tanks the the recommendations that YouTube has. And this whole
The
thing as
bots
a
don't
YouTuber.
like people ducking out.
Yeah, basically. So basically, I moved it onto a second video. And you can find that link down below. And I'm being a little sly about this, I realize this, but I'm linking it through our Patreon page. You have free access to it, the entire world does, but to get the link, you got to go to our Patreon page. I'm trying to do some like driving people to the Patreon page marketing.
Wow. Really being quite blatant about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what that's happening. I'm not gonna lie. So, but everybody can watch it. It's open for everybody, but the link will be down below. It goes to Patreon, and then it'll bring you back to YouTube. I'm sorry, that's annoying. It's just how the world has to work,
And
unfortunately.
people might be wondering like why that video exists and why it's being tossed to the side. I have two ideas, and you may add some more to it. One, it's kind of a negative moment. Like, it's a pretty negative moment where we're
kind of
frustrated and things are hard. And two, it was quite a bit of time for us to deal with a large problem.
Yeah.
So I think those are the two reasons why it's been chucked to the side, because negativity doesn't really bring people, does it? The internet
Yeah,
does
you
love
just
negative.
clickbaited the shit out of this video,
The internet
Katie.
loves
Yeah, you just clickbaited this. That video's gonna get more views than this one.
But yeah, it was trying times, and I'll just leave it at that.
Thanks to everybody that helped us make these videos over on Patreon. And if you're headed
Yes.
over there, maybe you should take a look around the Patreon stuff and see what you can get. You can get early access. You can get discussion videos. You
I'm
can
sending
get,
the postcards tomorrow.
Yeah, postcards, all sorts of stuff is through our Patreon thing, and that's how we keep the whole project alive. And then thanks to everybody else that's like all over all the other places, Twitch and Instagram and all that stuff. We do a bazillion things on social media. And we just made a Threads account, but I don't know if Threads is going to be a thing or not.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Twitter, but not Twitter. I have no idea. But anyway, enjoy the B-side stuff. Not the B-sides.
Oh,
what
no,
is
it's
it?
a B-side.
Is it the B-side stuff?
Yeah, it's a
the
B-side.
bloopers.
It's
Does the
a
B
hard-
stand for bloopers?
Oh, you're talking about the bloopers that are going to come after this,
Yes.
not the B-side that you put onto the website.
Yes.
Because on Patreon, you can go and check out the B-side. You're going to be seeing the bloopers here
Right
in a
now.
minute.
Yeah, like now.
Now. What the hell happened here? I got sauce all over my drink. I don't even understand how that happened. So we'll do this and put it into the thing. I'm gonna have to B-roll all of this. Where's Eric? Motherfucker's out on sick leave. That's bullshit. Seoul's coffee situation has been pretty interesting. So far, I've had canned coffee from... We've come across a Korean gacha or UFO catcher type of thing. I always get the two mixed up. He can put his hammer right in the thing right there. It just stays in there. I don't know if it has a special hook or...
I'm making a video.
I'm wiping my nose. You gotta wait.
We made our way up to the Busan Tower and kind of both decided like we don't really care so much about going up in it. We've got a decent view from like where we're at the base of it. It's kind of placed up on top of it.
Can we start over? This shit is spicy. It's... I must have gotten something. What? Oh no, it's getting spicy. Danger. I don't know if I should try to figure out what the name of this location is.
Whatever. I'll be roll the outside if somebody really wants to figure out they can do the back end work.
Oh no, I mean like the area that we're in.
Yeah.
Since we left. The area that we never named.
I don't think it really matters. Either.
And in a way, that's how we are. We don't know. So, they don't know. It's a really good song to learn how to count. Are you ready? 1. What's next? 2. 3. I'm laughing too hard. 4. 5. I believe my work is done when I start back at 1. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Seoul isn't the craziest in the world, but really look at the wiring up here. It's completely wild to look at and try to find logic to. Look at the bird's nest that this becomes. It's amazing this means something to anyone. Eat all the cowbells.